We only had one burn left, and I saved the biggest burn for last. That's Jason's burn right now. It is huge. Upwards of 40, 45 horses on here, I believe. We are going to start with Adrenaline Rush. Mommy's fixing it. Relax. Say hi, everyone. Say hi. A little cranky. A little overtired, a little hot. It's hot here right now in Ohio. Adrenaline Rush, second and 56 the other day, and looked very, very good doing it. Mario was real happy with him. Better's Hope, adequate. See, I was happy. Somebody said, well, you said the time was 57 and 3, you had to go in. They gave a second for the track. Give me a break. Hey, what's wrong? Is there something wrong? You know, first new to the phone?
It says error.
Let's see. Put Spirit on that.
Someone turned my dad on.
Oh, yeah, I see. So, Better's Hope was adequate. Adequate the other day with a second of the track, a second off. He was pretty good. Adeline, stop your whining. You sound like a cat. Confederate Cruiser, very good training the other day. I was so happy with the horses in Ohio this week. The ones that I put in the bike, the ones that I expected to do good, even the ones that I was just hoping they would come forward, every one of them was fantastic today, this week in the race bike. No shortage here. Confederate Cruiser, 2 minutes, last half 57, last quarter 27 and a piece. He was smoking on the end of it. Compass Rose DC has been great. He hasn't really shown up in her chart lines at break the other day. Obviously, it was my fault. You know, I asked her for a little more speed than she was, just a smidgen more speed than she was comfortable in giving, and she rolled off stride. I needed that speed. The guy that was, you know, I went on the run, and so did the guy that tried to put me on the run. So it was a lose-lose for both of us. But Compass Rose DC, as I said to Jason, no more racing for $6,000 or $7,000. I know she drew in the 9-hole and what would have, had she not drawn 9, a much easier class, but we're undervaluing this filly racing her for this kind of money. She can go to the Meadows and race for 92, 97, 10-2, and then she can go somewhere like the Poconos, potentially, maybe even Philadelphia, but no more 6,600 at Northfield Park. Duke Dio, I was looking at his pedigree today. I said to Amy, he's got a couple of decent brothers, but the big story for Duke Dio is he's out of a sister to Donato Hanover herself. And man, oh man, this horse, I thought 2.7, 2.8 the other day. He went a mile and 2.4 very, very easily. I was very happy with the way he behaved in his training session. Frilly Fringes after Eyes of 10. Eyes of 10 trained pretty good, 2-1 last half of a minute. I expected a little bit more, but we're continually working on her shoeing, trying to get it proper. I think we can make one more little change, and I think that will be it for her. We'll have her, I believe. We'll see this coming week. Frilly Fringes, she's in to go on Wednesday. She is now on the sale block for a very good reason. The filly just decided she did not want to be the horse that we wanted her to be. It's just the way it is. Horses don't really care what you want them to do. Ultimately, we put in all the time and effort and work into preparing her for her racing career. She has just squandered, the tools that she has, quite frankly. So Frilly Fringes racing for us on Wednesday, but she is for sale. Grace, it's quite the opposite side of that spectrum. We've done everything we can for her, and so far, it appears that she's an overachiever.
Grace?
Yeah. Jason has her. Yeah. Yeah. Grace has looked great training and continues to look great training. Granite Hill, another guy that really is doing everything as much. Hey, why are you being a sookie baby? And another guy that is doing everything he possibly can. Been in 2.6. Ava, help your mother out, please. Been in 2.6 and in to qualify on Thursday. I'd like to see him go 2.4, 2.5, but do it right. And you can see him physically getting stronger. I'm really, really happy with Granite Hill. Exactly where I expected, hoped, and said he would be come June 2021. Globetrotting could not have looked, Ava. Globetrotting could not have looked any better training the other day. 55 flat, maybe even it ticks faster. Off a half and 59-1. She was very, very, very strong. This is a filly that has exceeded, I can't believe I'm saying this. Hey!
She almost called.
Hey, what's the problem there, Pumpkin? Can you say hello to everybody? No, you're too cranky? Alright. Where are we at? So, Globetrotting. I had high expectations for this filly, but what she did with no hobbles on the other day on a half-mile track was nothing short of impressive. It was a very, very good mile. I think I would actually like to get her down to the Meadowlands if I could over the next few months. I think that would be a huge feather in her cap and our cap, as she looks really, really, really good right now training. Gray is the new red. I'd said to somebody the other day, they said, well, what's up with her lag? I said, you're going to have to wait the full 10 days. As of right now, there's nothing up with her lag. There was a suspicion that there may be a line or a little spot there. We have to wait till it opens up. But of course, everybody jumps to conclusions. Obviously, her leg must be broken. There must be a problem with it. Wasn't that at all. There's a reason that we take our time and we make sure we get it right. Because there wasn't anything wrong with that filly whatsoever. All we had to do was wait the time and realize that there was nothing broken, nothing cracked. She probably kicked the wall and had a little bruise in her ankle. And she is fine now. She'll be entered next weekend, I believe. She will be entered at... Oh, we got to pay the tolls. She will be entered at either Northfield or Paulding. If we happen to go to Paulding, we will see. I don't know which one it is here.
Is it 450 or 550?
No, that's going to the Meadows. It's not coming for the mall. What's this person doing? Where are we at now? We get through globe trotting. Through the tolls. 1 second. Hi. We are to Hill of Magic, and I told everybody in my 2-year-old video, a lot of horses I thought looked good, a lot of horses I thought were coming on strong. Some of them really impressed me. Thank you, ma'am. Some of them really impressed me. But if you were to say, Anthony, is there another horse that you think will come forward in a big, big way soon? Yes, there is. Hill of Magic is a horse that I believe is sitting on a pretty impressive mile and hopefully a very impressive summer, because she looked very, very, very good. Training 2 weeks ago, made that little break at the 5/8. The day that we went 2-5 with them, she looked incredible and looked well in hand. I think she's sitting on some good stuff, and I can't wait to see what happens with Hill of Magic this week. Holy Chick, she'll be back qualifying this Thursday. We've been galloping her. Her legs tightening up, looking good. Her stifles are getting strong. Good things all around from Holy Chick. We'll have her in to qualify this coming Thursday. I'm a Lovely Lady has been lights out for 6-7 starts. I don't think she's missed the top 3. Raced great again the other night in the mud. Just missed again. That's 2 starts in a row, 2 wins in a row, and 2 just misses from I'm a Lovely Lady. Jazzy Judy made a tiny little error at the gate last week, but aside from that, was a very, very strong open length winner in her qualifier. 28-2 on the end of it at Northfield Park in the rain. She was very, very good. Luck of the Dragon had been awesome training down, and then what we found was kind of a little power outage over the last month or so. A little bit, and now more this week. He just didn't seem to have the same pop he did. Scoped him, he had an entrapped epiglottis, so we will be making changes. They'll have to trim that up. Now, as I said in the other videos, this may actually cause a problem as far as him being the horse we take to the Next Generation Series. The timeline may not be possible for him to be 100% ready to rock on July the 2nd. Right now is June 5th. Still have to have that epiglottis trimmed up. Still have to give it time to heal. Still have to put a lot of heavy lifting and hard miles into him. Are we just asking too much in a short period of time? I would lean towards yes. So I think we're going to have to wait, but we'll see. Not jumping to any conclusions yet. We'll see what happens and how quickly they can get to that epiglottis this week. Massive Profit, another horse I think is... I stand by what I said. Earlier in the summer, I said he was our second best horse, and jumped to our first best horse, I guess, out of process of elimination with Will to Win having some time off. So Massive Profit is a horse that I thought was great, and I'm almost certain of it now. I can't wait to see this horse rip around Indiana this summer. Matt's MVP, we all know he's fast. We all know he's got some big engine in him. Consistency is what we need to see from him. I was moderately pleased with the way he trained 2 weeks ago. Aside from bearing out in the last turn, just being stupid the other day, he actually trained very well and was coming a good last half. So we'll see how he behaves on Thursday. Miss Meringue back going now. She'll keep going full speed ahead now. We'll have her ready. I don't want to give you a timeline until I see her train hard, but as of right now, I'm happy with what I see from Miss Meringue. Mama Knows Best has been great. It's been great for the past 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. since Miami. Not yet. That's red. Since Miami Valley. We will see how Mama Knows Best comes out this week. She's in to go at Northfield Park on Wednesday. Miss Brampton Beast actually qualified good last week. I suspect another decent qualifier from her tomorrow, and we'll see. I think it's Monday, and then we'll see where we put her into race shortly thereafter. My Jazz, I talked about it in the opening. I talked about it again in the 3-year-old portion video. My Jazz, we're going to block that foot out. We're going to change her footwear around, put flip-flops on her. I expect either a qualifier Thursday or we have an opportunity. Thank you. We have an option and an opportunity to take her to Paulding on Monday. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. No guarantees. We will see. Of Tom, she's not going to Paulding. She's going to qualify on Thursday, man. I don't want to beat that drum again and again and again, but I couldn't be happier. I know Amy was pretty pumped also. Couldn't be happier for Of Tom. Man, she was so impressive the other day.
Of Tom, Of Tom is being really nice to me now. Because I gave her hay and I'm petting her a lot.
Oh, well, that's good. Ollie said her attitude turnaround, which was great always, but her turnaround over the last 3 weeks is attributed to Ollie's petting and feeding of hay. So that's good. Keep it up, Ollie.
And she loves me now.
And she loves me now. Well, that's good. Oso Pine racing tonight at Northfield Park, expecting and hoping good things from him. 1-2 Skip a Few trained the other day in 2-2. She's ready to go. She's ready to go this Thursday. Prairie Fire, 2 minutes chasing down Bomb Hugger, and he looked very, very good. I think he might be one of the most underappreciated horses under the roof of the stable.ca. Definitely top 3. Prairie Fire looks the part and has got a big, big engine under his hood. Purple Aura, 2 minutes by herself the other day. Very, very good training mile. Expecting good things from her and excited to see what she can do on Thursday at the qualifiers. Rose Above It trained in 2-1. We backed him up in 2-3, and he was extremely strong the other day. I'd said to Amy, I'm almost tempted to take him and maybe Unbeatable Kemp to the Meadows on Tuesday for the baby races, but I think it's just going to be too convoluted the whole day, so I think we'll just stick to Northfield this week. Maybe. We'll see. Rose. Yeah, I don't know. Rose Run Why Not, I saw train the other day. Looked like the Rose Run Why Not I fell in love with last year. She looked very, very strong. Can't wait to see her in the coming weeks and into the summer. Spend that money. Little flat qualifier. I think, the last time we were racing her, she had corks on. Now we get the corks off her. Got her shoes with no grab, no corks on. I think she might be slipping a bit. It's hard to tell because I didn't sit behind her. But when I do get back, and I will get back in another week or so, when I do get back, I got to sit behind, spend that money, and see what is up with our girl. Stonebridge Simba will be ready to qualify probably in the next... I've said this a few times. He'll be ready to qualify soon. How's that? That might be fairer for everybody. Sweet on Pete ripped a shoe off and made a break the other day. Got to make sure that footwear stays on her this week. She'll be qualifying Thursday at Northfield Park. Tanzanite Tricks looked incredibly good. Up and down, but looks good now. Hey! And Mario was very, very happy with the way Tanzanite Tricks qualified. That's my girl. Tough trip the other day, but honestly, I don't think there was any other way I could do it. She's a headstrong filly. I couldn't back her into the 6 hole. We had to come forward, whether that's drive her into a hole or drive forward. There was no vacancy anywhere, and I let her lean forward and let her trot. And she was, if nothing else, flawless. So we'll see what she can work out. Tough spot to be in with her this week. 9 hole. Hey, what's wrong? 3 point. What about the Gucks? What about the Gucks? Someone's very tired now. 3 Point Blue Chip. Trained good the other day. Still a little stiff. Feels a little stiff in his knees, but that's fine. I had him looked at just to make sure. Hey. It's okay. Had him looked at just to make sure everything is fine with him. We're going to continue to advance. Very, very happy with what I've seen from this colt. The thing that makes me the happiest is his attitude. I like what I've seen now. You guys have called. I've been upfront with everybody about how concerned I was. Does he really want to do it? Mentally, is he mature enough? Now I start to see that. The other day when he trained good, I don't want him on the front, but the guys up front were just going too slow. I moved him over, quarter pulled him to the front. He controlled the pace and drove away from them down the lane. You couldn't do that with this horse before. So an impressive push forward from 3 Point Blue Chip. Twinbee Habanero's been in 210 and continues to come forward again. Very happy with him. Very interested to see what James says about this horse when he gets home and gets to go with him at Mohawk once. You got to believe 2 minutes by himself training the other day. You couldn't train this horse in 2 minutes before. You know, to get him to a 5/8, I really was thinking to myself, geez, does it make more sense to go to the Meadows? I don't think so, but it is. There's a little voice, tiny, very faint voice, but a little voice there in my head. We'll see how that plays out over the next little while. I guess over the next 48 hours. And then, what else we got? Well, that was You Gotta Believe. What am I talking about? You Gotta Believe won a mile in 2:3. Looked good doing it at Northfield. He'll definitely qualify at Northfield on Thursday. And then Unbeatable Kemp is who I was talking about. He trained great and is really matured as a horse. Can't wait to see what he can do this summer. It's uplifting, I guess bittersweet, that so many Walners qualified really good at the Meadowlands on the weekend. It's great because we have two of them. It's bad because there's a lot of really good Walners out there. So, but Unbeatable Kemp, I don't think you're going to outtrot him. It wouldn't surprise. No speed would surprise me from this horse his first start. If he continues to march forward the way I see him doing it now, the sky is the limit for this horse. I really, really like him. Voyage of Ice and Fire was incredibly strong the other day. 59, last half 57 apiece. He's ready to rock right now. So July 2nd, if everything stays good from now to July 2nd, it'll be an exciting night for the stable, but definitely a very exciting night for me and Voyage of Ice and Fire. And then Well and Down, big win last night. I told everybody, listen, if we can put the horses in where they're 8-5, 9-5, 2-1, all I got to do is not fall off, doing a reasonably decent job as a driver, and we're headed to the winner's circle. That's what took place last night, and quite frankly, that's what we need to do going forward. Now, the downside of that is she doesn't fit that class anymore. She fits a class at the Meadows, which is non-winners of 2, but not more than 3. She fits that class still with 3 lifetime wins, and we do have some fairs coming up. So we'll see what's going to happen moving forward with Well and Down. But for right now, here today, pretty happy with what I saw last night. So that's Jason's Burn. We're home now. Got a couple of minutes of silence, but I'm tired too. The heat really sucks the life out of me too. We've been on the go all morning. We were all up early, and it is now 2:30, 3 o'clock. All your videos are done. Everything is finished. I'm going to go inside. I am not going to write my email for these videos until tonight, but I am going to upload all the videos right now. I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you're having a great week, because it was a pretty good week for the stable, and it can only get better with everybody qualified and all the babies ready to rock. Big, big week ahead for all of us. Stay tuned.